can I tell you the best advice I ever got in my life?
Right.
It came from my old friend Mike Abston. God rest his soul. Always do the sponge balls to the black lady in the red dress. That's incredible advice. And I said, what does that mean? And he says, when the time comes, you'll know. 2 months later, the museum's been open for a month and a half or so. I'm working on a Sunday shift, and I got there after church, and I get there, and I've been there about an hour when suddenly a family of an African American family comes in, having a good time. They just come out from church, and there must have been 14, 15 of them in this group, right? They come into the arcade to play. They're just enjoying a day on the beach. It's a great time. And the matriarch of the family is this really immense woman in a beautiful, bright red Sunday dress. And she's got this gorgeous hat on. And she walks up and she goes, so entertain me, trick boy. And I have that quote run through my head. I think, it must be time to do the sponge balls. So here she is. So I pull out the balls and I go through the whole thing. And the moment comes when the ball disappears out of my hand and appears in hers. And when that happened, she screamed, threw the balls at me, jumped back about 2 or 3 feet, which was no easy task for her. She was heavy. And then she ran out of the store screaming something about voodoo and the devil and ran right out to the front. I looked out the window because her whole family went, oh my gosh, and it went after her. But she's running, screaming. And she goes out on the front porch of Ripley's onto the boulevard in Myrtle Beach and goes down the sidewalk, her family following her. And I looked, but we were in the corner of an arcade. When that woman screamed, everything stopped dead quiet. The pinball machines, the foosball tables, the skee balls, everybody stopped. Every now and then you hear something go ding, 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 but everybody's looking my direction like, what did you do? Right. And I'm standing there. Remember, at this time, I am 15 years old. And I look under the counter, and there's a whole stack of the boxes. I picked up 8 boxes of the Goshman sponge balls, and I went, they're $4.98, folks, and you two can have fun like that. They come with the instructions, and I closed the pitch. Right. I laid them all out, and I sold every one of them. Every box I laid on the counter. One guy came up and said, I don't know what you did to make her do that, but I want one. How much is it? I said, $5, sir. Here. And that was it. But what Mike was really telling me was find the person, look for the lady in the red dress. She's in your audience, even if she's not black, even if she's not wearing a bright red dress, she's there somewhere. Find that person, and that's who you perform for. Even if you can't get them on stage, perform for that person.